So where did we leave off? We left off where, um, after a few encounters on the glass, uh, to get to this island, island in air quotes, right? So it's an island of rock surrounded by this glass lake, we'll say, right? And you found a spot where your ship can dock, albeit creatively, um, onto the side here, and you've come into the midst of what looks like, definitely a ruined city, right? Where you have houses that have been leveled, houses that are still some form of rubble, and some that seem fairly untouched. Um, don't take for granted that my houses here, like some of these are, well, I did the best I can with the houses, um, with the miniatures I had with Incarnate, but yeah. So you're in this area. You see where you parked. There is a white. Let me just go back to the description here. Fudge, put that away. All right, don't put that away, stupid Discord.
Okay, quick question.
Yes,
Our encounter with the bug, that was yesterday, wasn't it?
yes, you can long rest if you haven't.
Yeah, I noticed that Sizzle is near death, and the rest of us are injured. You want to throw? We can throw a long rest in here.
You can throw a long rest. I'll say that after it took a little bit to get there, you kind of camped on the glass, and you can start this fresh. That's no problem.
Okay.
Let me see how Saf is. Saf is he's got some damage. Let me long rest him. Once I find the long rest button. Man, I gotta be more player and less DM at some point in my life.
Main page all the way at the bottom.
I thought I was. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Thank you. Used to be at the top for 5e, but no worries. All right, so let me get back to my description here. So, what you have in front of you is an obelisk, right? And it's in chat, but you have four sides to the obelisk. Two of the sides has the longer description, right, which does its thing, right? Talks about started as hidden from sunlight by the sun. There's 4 tests you got to pass. Yada yada yada, right? Um, and then on the other two sides, there is a shorter description talking about how at the appointed time shall man arise from his ignorance, and you know, yes, and also in the obelisk by, I believe, the longer description. I just want to make sure my brain is correct. Um, yeah. Yeah, we'll say okay. Yes, there is a there is one of those fist size holes in the obelisk, similar to the other obelisk you found the other day, which basically fell over and pointed your way here, right? And there's that goes with the longer descriptions on the east and west side of the obelisk. And as well, just as you're kind of hanging out here, I know there are embers. I had no sand, but basically, this whole area just is um, has sand swirling around at different levels depending when you're asked, right? I won't call it necessarily a there I don't want to say it's a full sandstorm, but maybe, like a bunch of little ones. And it does obscure, the area generally. I mean, you can see the buildings, but like, you know, it's if you're trying to look at something in detail from a distance away, it's enough to at least partially obscure it, if not fully obscure, depending on the distance. And I think that's where we're at. So what do you want to do?
Well, let's get back in the boat and go home.
You can do that.
This desert sucks. Be a freak can have it. Just kidding.
I see it. We too can turn this area just like we've turned the others and saved them. I'm sure of it. It's in our future. And Nara will take a step forward and go to try and see what's going on with this entryway obelisk.
Sure. Let me know what you wanna do.
Is that a stadium?
It looks
It
like in the
is.
distance.
It's like
Can we
a
see that yet, or is it all enshrined?
It is one second. It is a Colosseum-like thing.
All right, chariot racing.
Wow.
I mean, I'll say that just to give. I mean, there is some distance to it. So let me just grab that in a second.
Yeah, how big is a square on this map?
A lot.
Fairly big. It was a
50
fairly
feet.
big city. Yep.
It's 500 feet away.
I tried to get things about right, but like I said, it's a little tough on this. It also assume there'll be occasional delays because again, the numbers on the sheet don't match the numbers in the book, and I'm constantly flipping around for depending on which object you're looking at. So, yeah, it is. Even though it doesn't look that way on the map, it is in ruins. I would say just to people are a pain in the butt. 1 second. This is. Hold on. Okay. Along with it is basically what they're calling a hippodrome, made us from this distance. Looks like local sandstone, and it has been fairly leveled. But you can tell, what it was used for. You would imagine that in its day, it would probably be one of the larger ones you have seen.
Whoa.
So, on this obelisk, we got 2 of the little holes to put the gems in.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to
Get
find
the other one from the boat or whatever that activated it. Because didn't the boat take a crystal to activate to make it all flyy or whatever?
The boat that we've been riding in? No.
No,
That was
Okay. But
When
I
it-
remember we put the crystal in something and we got it back after, right?
yes, there was an obelisk similar to this one that had some other writing on
Okay.
it, and when you put the gem crystal into the hole, basically the whole thing just snapped. The whole obelisk snapped and
Right,
fell
yes.
and pointed in this direction. As for the boat, you just had to dig it up, and then it just worked on wind power.
All right, cool. So, Malenko would tell them, be like, "Yeah, I remember the last time we put a crystal in one of those things. Kind of like it killed the obelisk. Maybe it would activate something here again. Do we want to risk it?
I can only foresee good outcomes of trying this.
this one also has 2 indentions, so probably need 2 of them.
Well,
All right, well, your guys' turn." And he
I
looks
don't-
at the other 2 carrying the gems.
Yes, I don't have any.
Inara whips out the sight gem.
I have one. I have the first one, I think.
Are we worried about losing the cool powers of this gem if we stick it in there?
Are you?
Boy, first you talk about whipping it out, now you're talking about sticking it in.
Oh boy, this gem's going through all states.
Sounds like a party I want to be at.
Inara will put the gem in the slot.
Okay.
But yeah, like if you really want, we can put the other gems, like Malenko's gem and Claudius's gems in there, just in case that like holds on to them or whatever. Because your special sight is useful sometimes. With the eye roll, Malenko says.
So you're
Well,
putting
I foresaw that nothing bad would happen, so she already did it. So
okay. So you
now
put,
she's just owning the decision.
fair enough. So you're putting one gem into one of the spots. When you do that, the words of the longer description just kind of glow.
Ooh.
I think it will. We'll have to kind of solve the riddles first. Collect the things and come back.
Let's try putting the second gem in and then seeing what happens.
Good point.
So Claudius
okey
put the
doke.
second gem in.
Okay. So when you put the second gem in, the words are still glowing, and the obelisks make a somewhat they make a chiming sound, but it is muted a bit. So not quite like a gong, but like something we'll say like a muffled gong. How's that? And it repeats as long as you keep the 2 gems in there.
Whoa.
Only then can mortals hear the chimes, and then may the star light the way.
Whoa.
It's written right there.
All right. Well, I guess we'll take our gems back, and we have to solve these riddles.
I hate when that happens.
I guess we'll just solve the riddles.
Well,
I
I guess
guess-
that's that, and I'll just start walking up the path this way.
Wait. I mean, we were looking at that stadium over there. Should we check that out first? Is that Anyone
Let's
interested
look at
in
the
that?
riddles again.
I was just about to say Malenko would be repeating the first one. Star is hidden from sunlight by the sun. That could or could not have been that shining beast, or it could be something else. 4 tests must ye pass before it shines forth. So I don't know how many we've passed or not. To hunt treasure, ye must treasure hunt. Well, fucking obviously, who wrote these things? And then from the gods, their gifts seek. Cleanliness is next to godliness. When ye have a
That's-
friend's tears, I can make all you guys cry pretty easy. Just watch.
I think those are clues towards the tests.
so?
Okay. So I gotta
cleanliness-
make you guys cry? Excellent. Your
Well,
mom was a whore. Nobody liked you growing up. That's why they didn't pick you for dodgeball.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it! All right, Inara, your hair
I
is a
think-
mess. It does not look great, and your suit does not match your complexion.
Oh, well, that's not something I could have predicted. Wow.
Nothing. Oh, I'm gonna have to get meter then. All right. And he cracks his knuckles and.
And Ari goes, hold on a minute. You're clearly missing something, Clown. This is not the right answer.
Hey, Malenko,
all right.
you smell and your jokes are never funny.
Hmm.
Well,
I like
I
this
always
better,
already
actually. We
said
should
I
keep
taste
trying.
funny.
Yeah, good luck making the clown cry.
Yeah.
His
So-
name is not Puddle's Pity Party.
Although he's a great singer.
Oh, that's the one similarity. Okay, so I think we got to figure out the cleanliness is next to godliness refers to, I think, a location. And I'm trying to think what is like a clean location or what is for cleaning. Or we could look at the other clues: a friend's tears, a fiery gift, and a hawk's wings.
And
I don't
14
know.
links.
Oh, right. You know what? We're gonna have to go everywhere eventually, probably, maybe. So why don't we just follow the trail?
That's what I was thinking.
Follow the
All
white
right.
brick road.
Sorry, we went in a circle for 10 minutes here just to get back to where we were gonna go.
It's all good.
It happens all the time.
Metaphorically. I guess we just ran a bunch of feet. I didn't realize
Yep.
how.
Yes.
Yeah,
far
I
we
mean, I'll say as you're walking down this white path, right? You see that as you continue going down, that you're slowly, getting out of the city area, and you're going into, we'll say, like some hills that surround this area as part of this, island. So
Is there
I
any
guess
like bathhouse looking areas on our way through the city?
I think that's what this thing is up here.
Oh, okay.
It does kind of look like a Roman bathhouse.
Looks kind of Egyptian though.
Oh, okay. I'm starting to see. I'm zooming in way close now.
But we should check it out for sure.
That's just kind of what I was doing. I'm like, that one's closest. Let's go there first.
Yeah.
But
I'm
since
sure
you
we could all
asked-
use a good bath if it's up and running.
Since you asked, Malenko, make a
Yeah.
perception check with disadvantage, please.
Oh,
Nice.
okay, cool. Oh yeah, right. I have to do that from this place. I don't have him on Discord. Oh yeah, perception with my all of +1. I'm gonna nat 20 it.
A 12. That's not too bad considering, what you get to work with
For
there.
him. Yeah, exactly, right? Like I'm proud of that.
Let's see. What can I give you with a 12? Let's take a look. Let's put this here for a second. Let's see. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna say, it's hard to tell, right? Just because of the dust that's swirling and everything else that's going on here. But let's see here. Give me a second. Trying to read my own damn map. maybe some of, the buildings that are like across the lake, maybe, right? But it's hard to tell.
Wow, man, everything's all run down. It's hard to tell what this thing, like any of this is. And at some point, I will want to change the shape of my familiar. So whenever we take a short rest or like hang out for a bit, that's probably what you do for an hour.
Well, we just took a long rest.
Yeah, if you
True.
want to say you did it during your long rest, that's fine.
Yeah, well, would that be cool? Because I think now with this big open area, and it'd be good to have like an owl or something that can fly and see, and yeah.
Sure. I mean, you've been in an open area now for a while, so that's fine.
All right, sweet. I just wanted to ask. Thank you.
Yep, you got an owl.
Nice.
I'm going to say where you guys are right now on the sides of the path are like some sort of ruined official buildings. A quick glance shows not much going on. Like you could imagine that if other ships docked here, maybe this was where you had to pay a toll, or maybe that's a bad word to say given the political climate. They manage the docks. How about that?
There's fees for coming in with your goods and everything. We get it, yeah.
The harbor master.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Speaking of, is there a way like maybe we could like look for what are those things called? Not a manuscript. Those logs that they come in. Like when was the last one someone was logged in this place?
I imagine anything on paper went to dust a couple thousand years ago.
Well, this was a pretty fancy place. You see the glass sea? Come on, man. They might have had some means to preserve some of those special documents or something, I would think. Maybe they wrote it in stone if they're that old. Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you guys want to look around for a bit or just keep going? Because
But I'm going to say
either way.
you find nothing. I mean, it's nothing's really surviving that looks to be paper. Yeah.
Just wanted to figure out when was the last time like people would have been around here, type of deal. Know what I mean? But he'll constantly keep an eye out for clues like that.
Let me see your dude, since you're asking questions. Maybe give me.
He's essentially pretty dumb.
Yeah.
That's why he's asking a lot of questions.
What is this?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, does it? Does make me an intelligence check. All your stuff is 0 anyways for intelligence, so I might as well not bother to pick one. Just give me one. A 3. You have no clue. Yeah, this thing could have been yesterday. You don't know.
Well, time flies by when you're sure having fun.
Sorry. All right, where are y'all going?
Probably the bathhouse looking thing.
Fair enough. As you can't
stay on the road as long as we can, or the path as long as we conceivably can, but
sure. As you get closer to it, you see that this looks to be like some sort of open temple. You have 40-foot tall pillars which form a square in an open court, which can be seen the statue of a man sitting in an immense stone chair. The pillars are topped by large capstones that span the gaps between them. The head of the statue is the form of a falcon's, and the crown he wears is double-tiered. The chair and the figure are cut from a solid piece of red-brown stone. Let me just do this for a second. I'll just grab you guys. Copy. All right, so you are sure. Let's see. Pretty pleased with sugar on top. Let's see. Sure. I didn't mean to do that. Oh man, that's not fair. Try this again. I'm in the wrong mode. How was it? I was
The
checking
world
the
suddenly
walls were
went half dark.
okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying this thing and I was in wall mode and it drew a wall on me. Sure. Cool.
Let me guess. Multiple maps on the same page, so you have to divide them
Yeah,
up.
how to cheat. There's small ones and big ones. So, how many of these do I want to have? So you see this head is his form of a falcon, and the crown he wears is double tiered. The chair, and the figure are cut from a solid piece of red brown stone. There doesn't look like there's much or any joint between where the two meet. So it's like a one solid piece. The eyes of the falcon are of gems that sparkle and glint in the light. The right eye is a brilliant yellow color, whereas the left eye is a milky white moonstone.
A sunstone and a moonstone.
Aren't we supposed to look for something behind the sun?
Yeah, star is hidden from sunlight by the sun. So, something about the sunstone. So,
Claudius
fortune.
isn't
Yeah.
smart
Or
enough
could
to
this
figure that out.
it involve a tier?
I don't know. I'm just making shit up as I go along.
Malenko's not a riddle guy. He's more of a guessing till he gets it guy.
I mean,
Uh,
Sizzle's intelligence is about the same as Malenko's, I think. So, yeah, make
Best
it up as we
team
go
ever.
along. Fake it till you make it, right, buddy?
Always. Speaking of, Malenko would like always make sure he has that comprehend the language ritual up. So like every like hour for 10 minutes he kind of stops and like does something silly and like acts like a fool and speaks in certain tongues, and then it's like, all right, cool. Like now he could like understand certain things, and like yeah, he just does that little silly ritual for like 10 minutes until he could for every hour.
I don't know if I'd say you understand it. You could read it, perhaps.
Exactly. I'm not as illiterate as he once was.
All right, let's go up and get a closer look at the statue.
Go for it.
Be careful.
All
I will
right,
give Bardic Inspir. inspiration or the help action for whoever's going to be investigating this thing? Because his wisdom or intelligence rolls really suck.
And I would definitely advise against doing anything that might be considered defiling.
Oh no, really? You don't say.
Yeah, I mean, we. I think just this nagging sense of something is stuck in the. What's it's stuck in my head? Something about a Horgrim and just doing something to a temple. I don't. Who's Horgrim?
Who is this person of whom you speak?
Is the statue dirty at all? Because like he had Malenko had started using prestidigitation to like clean it up from like any like dust or anything that's been on it for a little while. Just like like rubbing it and stuff, polishing it, shining it with prestidigitation and stuff
I'm going to say the
as he's
area
helping
here looks
examine it.
pretty clean. It looks like
Oh.
that, which would be odd, right? I mean, considering
Mhm.
how old these ruins are, you would expect it to have, sand everywhere. But, whether it's some form of magic, whether it is, the god himself looks favorably upon this area, who's to say? But it's pretty clean.
Hey guys, it's looking pretty godly in here. Look, no sand, not even a speck of dust, and he kind of like whoop. Look at that, clean.
Something curses this area. I don't like it.
The cleanliness
Okay,
curse.
can I examine the statue and see if I find anything wonderful?
Sure.
What would you like?
Milenko will help.
Investigation.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Okay.
The statue's pretty impressive. You would figure that the gems in its eyes are worth, a fair amount. But beyond that, it's definitely one piece of stone. So whoever did this was, you know, pretty good at stone carving. Man, if only that dwarf was here, he'd be really impressed.
Malenko is just
He's
about to
here in
say
spirit.
that.
He's here in spirit.
Yeah, I took his gold pouch. Yeah. You know how attached they are to those things.
Sizzle's taking the pillars around the perimeter. Um, yeah, I mean, you look around; they're adorned with various, we'll say, pictures, uh, uplifting, this god. I mean, it's clearly Horus, and beyond that, um, yeah, I mean, you don't see any writing or anything else beyond that.
Huh.
That was for the statue as well. God damn. Yeah, no, same thing, Claudius. It's looking pretty impressive. Ooh, wow. I wonder who made those and what those eyes are.
Yeah, does it look like that actually is a sunstone?
Is a sunstone? Is that like a particular magic item you're thinking of, or what?
Isn't yeah, just a second.
And I will say, Claudius, as a cleric, you know, you feel just in general that this, kind of like I was saying earlier, this whole area is clearly blessed by the god. It doesn't feel like it's some um, holy place that's long been forgotten. You can almost feel the deity's presence here. He's not here as far as you can tell, but just that strong feeling of whether it's reverence or whatever word you want to say.
Maybe if we pray to Horus here in his little shrine and be like, "Yo, bud, what's up? We're here to help. How can we help? Can you help us help you? Help the world?"
Think.
I am a cleric of Isis, so bet you didn't know that.
Oh, I did not know what cleric you were of Isis.
Whoa.
That's cool. Isis and Horus were fucking tight. Oh, this might work.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I like know any rituals or something that might appease Horus, or that might know the correct way to to you know
How good is your religion check?
terrible
Oh shit. Oh.
because it's knowledge and I have no knowledge.
That's fair. All right. History, is that good?
No,
Yeah.
it's
Shit.
See, a lot of
history
sunstone.
is intelligence. I have no intelligence.
Yeah, a lot of sunstone is actually more orangish, but
There we go.
that
See, I know nothing.
that type of sunstone actually is mined here in Oregon. So
Oh, I see. I was trying to figure out the connection some way, shape, or form.
yeah, I actually was. I for some reason, I mean, like I said, that picture right there is from the mine here in Southern Oregon.
Uh,
Um, I didn't actually realize that most sunstone is more orangish and reddish because that's the one I'm used to seeing.
mm, interesting. All right, cool. So, Claus, what you're doing with your three? You're just trying to understand what or do what?
I'm not sure it matters what I was trying.
A three's pretty bad, but okay. Um, Malenko, you were talking about doing
Considering I
something.
got a 3 with a +3 on my.
Yeah, I understand. Just tell me what you were trying to do in some way, shape, or form.
I was trying to see if I knew any the rituals or something that would appease Horus,
Oh, um,
or the correct Horus way to approach the shrine, but apparently I do
He,
not know.
he
yeah,
said
not
he was a
offhand. I mean, you
cleric of
would know in
Isis.
general because since you're from the same, pantheon as Iris. I mean, you have some general knowledge as being a cleric what you could do, but nothing specific to Horus. And Malenko, I stepped on you. What was you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say that Malenko would probably help Claudius, or at least act like and do a big performance, like he's praying to Horus and like trying to get his help, and like like, hey bud, like we're here to help you, help us, help you, help the world type of deal, and like we're kind of like we need a hint. We're here. We got 3 out of the 4 gems, and all we need is that last one, and things will be good. But he's already helping us distract them, and we just got to do this quick. Please help, in like a type of prayer, but like in a Malenko style type of prayer, but with Claudius's help to make sure that it's like type of the same rituals that that pantheon follows as I do the praying, like how to light the candles, what type of offerings or some shit.
Sure. Do you want to give like a performance check since you're a bard and you know
That would be great.
see how well you can impress the deity?
Oh no way, no shitting me. With the +10 I rolled a 2. Are
A
you
12. That's okay. So I mean, this is not your gig, right? Like you're a jester and not used to doing serious prayers to deities. But that being said, with Claudius's help, you do what an average person would. Like it's not exactly like an over the top performance, but it certainly gets by, right? Um, when you are done your prayer, the two gems fall out of the eye sockets and onto the lap of Horus.
Well, that renders my next action moot.
What's in
Oh,
the eye sockets now that the gems are gone?
It's
good
just
question.
like part of the statue. Like it just looks like the
Okay.
normal part of the statue. Yep.
Um,
So would that be considered the tears of a friend? Question mark.
that's
Mm.
yeah. Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Exclamation mark.
Yeah,
Did-
my actual next action, I was going to use Mage Hand to poke and prod at the eyes.
Malenko would like look around, like shocked and surprised that it actually worked at first, but then he'd like totally save face and be like, "Yeah, totally. I knew that was gonna happen. Thanks, buddy. You're the best. We'll make sure this gets done for you." And he's just like pointing up at the statue and like winking at it now, like, "Yeah." And just like as he goes to pick up the gems, he kind of like gives the hands like a little high five or whatever. If they're like an open paw or if they're closed fist, he gives them like a fist bump and like, "Yeah, thanks, bud." And like just takes them and like, "Yeah, here you go, Claudius." He starts
as
struggling with them. You want one?
as you pick up the gems, um, you feel that these gems give you the ability of flight.
Oh.
Huh.
Like together, or each one of them gives the ability of flight?
Do you want to try it?
Yeah, like first he'll be like, wow, and like feeling this power with both in his hands. He'd be like, watch this, check this out, like kind of like showboat to like fly around the statue a little bit and be like, hey, Claudius, you want to try? And he'd like float down towards him and drop one gem
What?
towards Claudius to see if
So
just having one gem would work.
what happens is as you say, "Hey, watch this," the two gems spring out of your hands and go over your eyes, and then you're able to fly around with them. You can still see.
So they're like
So you need,
flying glasses.
yeah, sure, flying glass gems. You got it.
Sweet.
Okay,
That's
so that's the hawk's wings. Because now that I think about that,
Mm.
look at the head of the statue with its wings.
mhm.
Mm-hmm. It's like a hawk head.
Oh, this is so neat and fun. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And like he's just doing like somersaults and loop de loops and like it's pretty much flow boating until you guys call him to get down because he's being an asshole.
And I'll say that, maybe you get flight like 3 times a day. It doesn't say exactly what you could do here with, well, it does, but I don't like it. So I'll say that you
Okay.
can use it like 3 times a day.
What does that count as one of the three times? Question mark.
I'll give you a freebie.
Ah, sweet. You're so gracious. All right, and like he looked at people and be like, "All right, that was really fun, but like, who could make the best use of this?" And he's like just thinking and wondering, and like, I really did like it though. So like as a like a group out of character, we could decide who wants to be able to fly around. How much of a speed does it give you? Because if flying gives them more speed than 30, I might say give it to Zarama so she could fly up to people and just like smack things real hard. How would you like that, Zarama?
Yeah, sure. I like to fly.
Cool. All right. Well, he's not too greedy. He does like it, and he'd be like, as long as I get to play with them from time to time, but I think you can make use of this. So next time you don't have to wait on the ground for something to come down and attack you. Know what I mean? And he like kind of like hints at the big bug thing we fought off earlier.
As you're doing this, um, at the statue of Horus, um, you see that the sandstorm kind of picks up in your area. Um, the area you're in with Horus seems to be, immune to it, that it keeps this block separate from the rest of it. But the
Oh,
sandstorm picks up, and can everyone make for me a perception check with at disadvantage, please?
Woohoo!
Oh wow,
Wow, Zarama, you just had to one up me.
there we go. Someone got something.
It's a night of twos
I
for
got
me.
lucky.
So
Yeah, that's
did he
that's
do
the
that?
third. That's the third time that we've rolled a 2 for something.
I was wondering if he could do that at a flat roll if his owl is helping him keep an eye out on things.
if you want to roll through your owl's eyes, go ahead.
Okay,
Do
I
you have the
think they
owl's
get a
stats offhand, or I'm going to find you one?
not offhand, but I think they have a +2 to perception if I remember
Let me
correct.
see if I can find an owl somewhere. Owl bears. Let's see. Owl. Here we go. It's in beast somewhere. Owl bear. Whoop. Here we go. Owl. Awesome. So owl. Boop doop 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 boo. It does have a dark vision of 120. Um, the owl's perception is 18 when perceiving by hearing or sight. So yeah, +4.
Oh, that's even two better than I thought. Sweet. All right. Do you want him to do that at disadvantage too?
Please.
Okay, so does it work the same way, disadvantage, or do I just go roll 2d20 instead of the one?
You can click the disadvantage. It should work. We can do the math later, so it doesn't matter. Whatever. As long as you spend something at disadvantage, and we can adjust it as needed. Spend 2 dice. Okay. Okay, so that says 11, and want to give me a second one. Okay, so 11. I'm gonna say,
Well,
certainly
Inara's.
Anara sees it first, right? And you see something flying towards the island. Um, it's a distance away, but it is but you can still see it. So you imagine it as a fairly big sized creature flying your way.
Does it have wings?
It has wings.
Ganara is gonna prep for the worst here and cast Quicken on herself to speed herself up in case of combat.
So happy I just gave our bruiser flying glasses. Oh my god.
Good call.
Inora yells incoming, and I'm gonna look for somewhere to hide.
Yeah,
Fair
can I
enough.
duck behind one of these pillars maybe?
Sure,
As I
go ahead.
Or a
want to see
rock.
if it's
And
swooping
I'll.
towards us.
Yeah, fair enough. If people are ducking behind things, that's fine. Um,
Incoming!
incoming. There you
Gotta hide
go.
behind Horus.
There
So
you go.
incoming hide and stay to the shadows, guys. Malenko will work to tie a rope to himself just in case Zarama starts flying away. He wants to be dragged by Zarama into the sky with her. Hello.
So I'm going to switch back to the map for a second. So, burp. So, yeah. Uh, so, flying in and landing by your ship is some sort of dragon. He looks really big in this map because it's still listed as 3x3, but he's not that big. He's not
He's
100.
not. He's not several hundred foot.
He's not several hundred foot. This dragon looks brown in color, which is unusual. Lands by the ship, kind of looks at the obelisk and looks at your strange parked ship. Sizzle, where did you put your beetle?
The beetle corpse.
Yes.
Well, I don't think we ever discussed what I was able to get off of it for pieces.
Okay. We'll say whatever pieces you wanted, you got.
Yeah, the pieces would have gone into the bag of holding.
That's fine.
I don't know if the carcass was left on the ship or not. I don't know.
We'll say yes for dramatic effect. So
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we kind of dragged it behind us.
we'll say
So when we
that
did the drip, we kind of flung into the area or something.
we'll say the dragon sees the carcass and grabs it with its mouth and flies back across the lake and dives towards the sand and from your sight disappears.
No, wait, no. That's rude. It can't fly and burrow.
Sure, it can.
Oh, just...
You don't get that you don't think the dragon saw you. At least it didn't really give that indication. Whether that was due to the sand, some protection of Horus, or just that you hid really well behind the the pillars, who's to say? But
Or it's a dragon. It's arrogant and it didn't give a rat's.
maybe. But there's a boat that's kind of hanging out here, so but didn't get any sense that it specifically saw you where you currently were. And
Did we
the
get a sense
sandstorm
that this
kind of
is-
calms down a bit, but it's still going on.
Okay, do we get a sense that like this is either the dragon's like nest or hunting grounds, or the dragon has come searching for us? One of those three options.
Yeah. If that's a question to the DM, the DM doesn't disclose that. Don't know.
Fair enough. All right.
It was definitely interested in the beetle. That's all we know for now.
So if you're good here, I'll bring you back to the other map, but I didn't want to necessarily,
Yeah,
bounce
I
you
think
around
we're,
prematurely.
I don't think there's much else to get here unless you think unless somebody thinks there might be a hidden door under the statue or something.
I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we got what we came here for.
Yeah.
So which way do we head now? We have the building over
What's
here.
this thing over here to the east?
Yeah, so there's a building about the same distance either side of us.
Or the west, depending on which way I'm clicking.
Yeah, I'm seeing people pinging on buildings.
Yeah, there's that fort-looking thing, almost like a library or like big temple or something over there to this cliff.
Or lighthouse.
Or a lighthouse. I like that idea. Oh, okay.
That thing looks cool. We should go there.
It's away from the dragon. I agree. Let's go. And
Fair enough.
let's go the long way around the cliff this way or something, just so the dragon doesn't.
And just to be clear, it's not really a cliff. It's just like,
Okay,
this
that's just the
area
hard
has just
stuff.
been blasted and is a combination of, rock and sand.
All right.
You
Well,
know,
we will stay where we're trying to hide in like whatever shadows and undercover where we can from like the view of where the dragon was that we saw dive like across. Know what I mean?
sure.
In other words, put on the sand-colored cloaks, people.
Malenko looked at himself in all his purple, green, yellow, orange, red, and multitude of different changing colors. Yeah, sand.
Yeah, Claudius doesn't wear a cloak.
He's
Or
all
anything else for
natural.
that matter.
Other than the lotion, butter that we slather on him every day, right?
Yeah, there you go.
It's bringing out that nice red sheen to his shell.
Sure. So let me just, what am I doing? So I'm gonna go and go back here for a second. Hmm. Let's see. So as you get close, you see that against brilliant white, against the light, a column temple stands amid the surrounding desolation. Um, 20, did I make 20? I did not make 20. Let's pretend there's 20. 20 slim columns support a low-pitched roof 30 feet above a simple platform. The main floor is gained by uh, climbing 4 deep steps to the north, south, and west sides. There is a 20-foot central aisle that runs east-west. Um, the eastern end completely closed by a wall. Um, and then in the middle of this floor, there is a simple iron, what kind of, I want to say like a cauldron, but basically like a holding a fire, like the Olympics almost, right? It has a very Roman feel to the whole thing. Um, appearing in As you get closer, appearing in the middle of the floor, um, you see this person that is he's there and almost there and not there. He looks like some sort of wizard.
Okay.
Oh, it was confusing for a second because you could still see the other side.
Oh, because you have the thing turned on. Yeah, hold on. I should probably turn that off because it makes it confusing. Uh oh, Fog of War. I don't think it's turned on. Well, if you can still see it, you can still see it.
Yeah, well, my character is still on that side. I can't move myself over.
Oh. Sorry about that. I dragged all of you over, but you were like one space too short.
Well, no,
Sorry.
actually, I was still all the way over the other side because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
hiding.
You didn't get yanked over through the wall. Gotcha. Honora, especially you with your special relationship to time. This looks like um, a person that is almost disconnected with time.
This is an affront, I tell you. They are altering their relationship with time in a way that is not correct in my culture, instead of doing it in a way that we are supposed to do it. How could they?
Maybe this is the guy we're supposed to release.
Ah, I bet if we ask him, he'd say he is, but that's what everyone would say.
Right.
So how do we know for sure?
What if we don't tell him that we are supposed to free someone, and we test his metal instead? We'll come up with some outlandish lie and see how he reacts.
I don't see any metal.
Oh. And ours just does not even respond. That's so bad. That's great.
Oh, you mean metal?
Yes, I wasn't referring to any sort of precious
I
smithing
like.
or anything like that.
Yeah, have you heard that? You know, the sick chords.
Oh my.
What? What I missed? Yeah,
So,
I guess.
what lie should we try to tell him?
Maybe, maybe we would be the one that they would be testing.
But I think less like an official test, but more just to see like if we should actually free this guy or not.
Maybe we should make him cry and collect his tears.
Oh man, that could be considered cruel, but if it's what the mission demands, there's no line we won't cross. Maybe first we should ask him how he got there and just see what he says.
Yeah, we can look up more info about the area and see if there is any like enemy or bad guy. Like like maybe he's a bad guy, and if we let him free, he's gonna go help that dragon or some shit. I trust no one.
Well, let's at least hear him out.
Sure. Are you?
Are we able to talk to him through this effect, or is it basically we have to release him if we want to hear what he says?
I mean, you're gonna shout at him. Or you're gonna move up to him because you guys, most of you are like some 50, 60 feet away. I guess, and up a flight of steps. I mean, as you look at him, right, like sometimes he seems to like look at you and acknowledge you, and then other times he looks like that he is
Well,
in like the middle of combat. Did someone say something? I'm sorry.
and Nara and Malenko could go up as like ambassadors to try to talk to him. And then that way the two face characters could like help each other talk their way or bullshit their way through this encounter and like, help action or help give advantage through like the cover stories or whatever we're gonna say or, work out a deal or something.
Oh yeah, Inara does have an ability from her Eonic past that like when she takes the help action, it gives that person like 3 dice to roll instead of 2.
Yeah, oh beauty. So something like that, yeah.
But I think Inara wants to see, is this like a technique or anything she might recognize as far as like what he's doing? Is he like he's like in 2 times at once or something crazy like that?
You can give me some sort of give me investigation check.
Any shot I can convince the DM to do Arcana instead of investigation. Ooh, because it's like a magical effect.
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Okay.
Especially
Nice.
considering that this is kind of in your wheelhouse a bit. Dirty 20?
Ooh, that's
sure.
a dirty 20.
So, you gather that this person is not doesn't seem to be meaning to do this, right? Like again, he seems to be in 2 times at once. Sometimes he's in combat, like you see him like trying to cast spells that you guys recognize he's spell casting, but you don't see the effect. Or if you do, like if he casts something, like you might see, the effect end when it gets to the end of the bubble that he's kind of in, right? Yeah, there you go. Um, and then other times he looks at you and understands where you're at, and he's like, but you don't gather that he's doing this on purpose. Like something happened to him, and
Oh,
um, he um, you know looks at you and looks at the air, everything around him, and he's like, um, the whole town is being destroyed by our combat. You know, the Efreet and we are just leveling the whole area. You know, the area is so hot the sand is turning to glass. And as he continues to talk, um, and Sizzle, since you're there as well, like you have some of the history of this area from, your boss, as you like to call him, the Jinn. You kind of gather that he is describing, between the two of you, the battle that took place like 1,000 years ago, that originally imprisoned the Afreet, likely occurred here, and just like is what's responsible for, um, the glass lake that you sit on, the destruction of this town and the entire area.
yeah. Hey, Inara, what's the name of the wizard dude that we're supposed to be here to free? I'm late to the game. I kind of missed some of that back
Inara,
info.
Inara checks her notes. Um, we need to free Martek, a great wizard who faced an Efreet of evil, or an evil Efreet of great power.
Does that look kind of like a Martech?
Um, true, you had a vision.
Well, I was actually more addressing that to Inara, but sure.
Well, when we created your character, this seeing Martek was part of the vision that, um, the Jinn gave to Sizzle, um, to come to this area. Um, it is not Martek, but his clothing and his, the symbols on it and such like that kind of flag him as, someone within his order. So you take it that this is, someone who had helped excuse me, who had helped fight the Efreet, centuries ago.
Right.
He
So
has
hey,
suffered a terrible affliction. This man is stuck outside of time.
yeah, I'll tell everybody. Hey, this is one of Martek's boys.
If we can cure him, he may be able to give us valuable information about the secrets that Martek hid away in preparation for his resurrection.
Ooh, that'd be cool. We could always use some help on our side, but maybe they could use some help on their side too. Like, okay, out of character, I'm thinking pretty crazy as usual. Um, what if we could go back in time through this time bubble bullshit and go back so we make it that the Infreet was never captured and locked away for 1,000 years? So when we come back to the present future, things like he could help more, or things are a little less fucked up, and then we could continue on with going. Is that a stretch? I know.
If the Efreet was never imprisoned, the whole desert we're in would be utterly destroyed.
We're getting very timey-wimey here.
Anara just kind of has slightly widened eyes here. She's a little bit alarmed as Malenko is saying all this. One thing my people know: you don't mess with time. These events have transpired already, long past. And though we can travel between them and make nudges, it's important to know when to act and when to wait.
And you see the person go through some more combat sequences, and then he looks back to you again, and he says, you know, um, take the fire of Prometheus. It will it will help you uh, to be able to finish what we do not, could not. He kind of gets a little semi confused over the wording since he's bopping back and forth, and then you see him continue combat, and then like you know with a yell, like he's been hit by some sort of spell. He disappears. I don't know if the effect went with it, but he disappeared.
It did, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
how
no,
cool.
that was pretty cool. Run
He,
forward, like, oh,
he
buddy
said
guy.
he said take the
Shit.
flame. He said take the flame. So I'm over here to figure out how I can take the flame.
Yeah, so you can
Oh yeah, do
see.
it.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, you have here, the fire is burning. You see various symbols which point to, uh, a shrine, that this is a shrine to the Titan Prometheus. And yeah, there's nothing stopping you from, as you can tell, you know, setting a torch or whatever else you might want on fire.
Oh, we got a lantern. And like Malenko would bring his lantern forward and hand it to Sizzle. Maybe you could put some of that in here.
I'll look into the fire. Is there something in there that's burning, or is it just a never ending, an always burning eternal flame?
It's just an ever burning eternal flame.
Yeah, nothing better to do. Let's try lighting the lantern from it. See if it does anything special.
Sure. So, I'll say you take the light and use something or somehow light the lantern with this internal light, and I'll say it seems like it uh, burns a little more vigorously, but from what you can tell, it's just there. Like it's not really consuming the oil or anything in your lantern, but it is in there, and it is doing its flamey thing.
Oh, thank God, because I was just about to run out of oil for that thing. Oh. I swear I got like one, maybe two vials of oil left, and I was going to use them as bombs. Yes.
Well, hey, I'll carry this because fire's kind of my thing, right?
Sure.
Yeah, man. You look good with it. Yeah. Gives you like a little pat on the back as you like tie the lantern to yourself, which is like almost a third of your size.
Hey, I'm size medium. I'm not that short.
I keep forgetting that. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
And there you go. I'll pop you back to the bigger map.
I had to resist the urge to do some rather crazy things there. All right.
So I initially thought it was like 4 different things because of the cleanliness is next to godliness, but it doesn't necessarily say you need something from that. It just says when you have a friend's tears, fiery gift, and hawk's wings. So maybe, but then it says carry ye the 4. 14 golden links. So I'm not totally sure, but I think there's only 3 like things we need to pick up plus the golden links.
Yeah, I think the 4th thing is the 4th crystal. So ye 4 or whatever, I think is referring to the 4 separate crystals we need for the end ritual.
Oh, I thought it might be cut off with the next page being 14.
Yeah, it's carry ye the 14 golden links.
Yes, it is.
So
Yeah, I forgot about that second part on that other page. Thanks, guys.
If it was my book, I would have had that one block, but it's not my book.
Right? Yeah. Yes. Go old school editing.
And this is more um, an image and actually words, so I can't like in this PDF like highlight
Crop it together.
words. Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I get you, man. We feel your pain.
understood.
Well, then I guess we head back the other direction towards the top left corner there.
Hmm.
That looks like some kind of a ruin with maybe that's a pool of water or something.
Maybe.
Oh, okay, I
Excuse
see
It
it
me,
might
now.
be a
I
tower or something.
Yay for drag and drop.
There we go. So okay,
Yeah, it looks like
sure.
some. I don't know. It looks like I mean the coloration. It could be a tower. It could be water.
Let's take a look here.
I like how
Um,
Claudius is diagonal to show that as a crawdad he walks sideways.
so, as you're walking towards there, um, to the southeast of where you guys are currently standing in this building, there's a number of, um, you know, ruined temples. Um, they look like they were pretty much blasted to smithereens there. And then this one building that you see here is sure. So this is a um, pretty dang big building. You see this building is um, 200 feet long and 120 feet wide, and made with greenish stone. The northeast end is covered by a vaulted roof, supported 60 feet from the floor by immense stone columns. Um, Yada yada yada. I'll put you on the map in a second. Um, yeah, read it as you go along. 'Cause this is a pretty freaking big building. So let me just give me a second here. Let me grab the clown so I can grab all y'all. Copy. This one here. Cool. And there. So I'm gonna say, oh, you know what? What am I doing before I let you in? So as you walk around this building, you see that the only ways into this building is from the north. So that's where you end up when I plop on the map here in a second, and you'll see that there is two openings on the north that are some distance apart. Um, you can kind of see inside, and as you kind of peek in from a distance, right? Um, you see that you can see in this area, at least you should be, but that area is sunlight coming in that makes the whole area darken, but it's still enough that you can see what's going on. How did I do that effect? I don't even remember what I did. Uh, I don't know, but I like it. I think I know what I did. It doesn't matter. At least I hope you can see it. Can you see it? Let's see.
We're still on the big map.
Yeah, I know you are. Oh, interesting. One side yes, one side no. Give me 1 second. Let me see what I did here. Maybe I'll just put you on the other side while I figure out what the hell I did. Damn, I tried something so new, I don't know what the hell I did. It's not that.
Did you like set the map to dark time or something?
No, because where you are... Here, let me do this. I'm just going to plop you on the other side of the map. That seems to work better. Yeah, go figure. What the frick did I do? Um, something is slightly off, and I will figure it out when it makes sense, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's get you on here.
Loading in.
Fair enough. It's not that. If I do... Oh, I know what I did. I was cleverer than that. Somehow. I still don't know why you see one
Too
side and not
clever,
the
I
other
can't
side.
remember what I did.
Yeah. I see what I did. I don't know. Well, we'll see how it works out. Otherwise, I know how to fix it at least now. Okay, so there's an opening here, and there's one over here that leads into this room.
Hey, Sizzle, you get over here with that lantern I gave you. It might come in handy. And he's sneaking as he pokes his way around and looks in here.
As you peek in, you see a couple things. You see over to your left what looks like some sort of construct made out of what looks to be salt that's just standing on the one side. You also see what looks to be some sort of bathhouse. Um, the you see a pool. Do you see the pool? Do you see?
Is that the big red
Yes,
area?
that's the pink area. So it's
Well, I can
decorated in
see it.
pink.
I don't
Yes.
know if they can see it. I see it because I have night vision. I don't know if it's because it's weird.
I shouldn't. Yeah, you can see it. So what I actually did to make this effect is I said the whole thing was like night, but then I put lights like on the outside to make it look like daytime. So I kind of like reversed engineer it. That's why I was confused at first for a second. But you should be able to see it because theoretically this whole area has global illumination, which is why I don't know what was going on with the other side. But maybe it works, I don't know. Okay, I'm rambling. But yeah, you see like a pool with like pink tiles in it. Um, you see some weird. Do you see what you see? I don't know what you see.
I know, I was just sorry, yeah, I was pointing out the construct to the left that you were talking about, yeah. I was like, I don't see
Yep,
anything to the left. I was like, no, but if we're facing the inside, the left is to this side, and like that I was like,
yep,
oh yeah, no, so it is this thing.
right there.
Hey, Claudius,
And
that thing looks like it's made out of salt. It might need a bath out of your jug.
that's what you got. You can see that. I think you can see. What can you see? You can see that down. Let me take a look.
Well,
Yeah, you
I mean,
can. Awesome.
yeah, I can see all the way to the bottom of the map.
Yeah.
So
To the bottom of the map is out here. There's another opening way, which leads into another room where you see, another beginnings of a bathhouse. So this is just like an enormous spot where people would um, do their bathing thing.
So crazy idea. Do you think I could be sneaky for 10 whole minutes as I do glyph warding around that big salt thing? Or should I put a glyph warding around the salt edge that if he steps on me can help push him into the water?
There's no water in it. I'll just make sure that it's an empty pool.
Oh,
Whatever
sorry, I missed
water
that
is
part.
here has long been evaporated. That's why it's not blue.
Oh,
Sorry.
Mr. Cleric with that decanter of endless water, just pass it over
It
here. I'll
might take
start
a
filling the
long
pool for
time to
us.
fill up the bathtub here.
Yeah, there's a geyser mode on that thing, so it could spray like a big jet real quick, and then we can do that a few times. And like, I feel you either way. Yeah.
Well, first things first. There's this salt construction here that's probably not gonna want us to go in there.
Okay.
I know I was trying to figure out how to deal with them, but my
Well,
cliff of
Maybe
boarding
he's
takes
a
10
lifeguard.
minutes.
It might be the same answer. The decanter of endless water. Water dissolves salt.
And
I'll
I
just
found out
spray it
what
on
was wrong on
anything.
my other side of the map. I drew the wall too long, so there was a wall in the way. Okay. Both sides work now. I was really confused. I thought it was a lighting problem. So now you really do see the opening over here. So, Malenko, you're going in?
Yeah, I am trying to be as stealthy as I can, and he's like tiptoeing in and like, like just checking the place out and seeing like if that salt guy reacts to him at all as he just like takes a few steps in, just like deet, 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 deet.
I want to throw him
Nothing.
a bardic inspiration and kind of pat him on the back. Go along, Malenko. Go without us.
Yeah, yeah. So like, in his mind, like he's being stealthy, but he's doing that whole cartoon thing where he's on his tippy toes, like little violin. Deet, deet, deet,
Sure.
deet, deet, deet.
So as you go in, the head will turn to see you. Even though it's dark in here, he seems to have no trouble picking you out of this, we'll call it dim light. And we'll do some initiative.
I can
It'll be
never
it'll
just
be
say
fine.
hello.
It'll be fine. I'll just throw you all in at once. Boop.
So he has his owl perched on his back right now to help him see in the dim light. So his owl just like kind of like hits him on the back of the head when he sees the statue look towards him,
Oh,
and he just freezes in his tracks like, oh, I knew it was too good to be true.
I'll spin for Zaf real quick.
I already got him up. I don't know if you did that or I did that.
I hit the button. I don't know if you beat me to it somehow. Who knows? So Rama, spin your initiative, please. There we go. All right. Top of the order is Anara. So Anara, you see um this creature kind of like start to come to life and start to move towards Malenko, and doesn't look pleasant as much as constructs can not look pleasant.
Yeah, I think Inara is gonna kind of hop in, just in the
Okay.
door here, and yell, "Look out, Malenko!" And she's going to try to cast slow on the creature. I need to make sure I'm close enough. It's 120 feet, so
Oh yeah, no
should
problem.
be good.
Totally, you're within 40.
Oh yeah, let's see if this is letting me cast.
Unless this map is like a bigger square distance apart,
work?
but it says 5 foot per square.
No,
So I'm
it's not.
Not
guessing.
work.
I try not
All
to
right, cool.
do
That's what I thought.
that as much as possible.
Come on, template.
Only
There
when
we
you're doing like
go.
the big map. So like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Okay, I place the template down. Up to 6 creatures, but I'm just focusing on one. DC
Sure.
15 Wisdom save or be affected by the spell for the duration.
You should place that template a little bit more forward so he could he's just inside of it, and if he walks backwards, he's still in it. But if he walks forward, he's still in lots of it.
I think it's just a template for the initial effect.
Oh, anything within that area, and then I see, not just like a zone of slow. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just double checking. Yeah, so it's just like that cube only matters for like the first initialization of it.
Sure. Yeah, it's yes. I don't have a slow whatchamacallit to it. All right, so a wisdom save. By the way, because I actually did play Tales of the Valiant yesterday as part of CobaltCon, um, just FYI that, and I'm not usually a player. I kind of half knew this, but I never really mention it. Like if you when you're if you target someone when you're going to do your attacks or whatever, you can do that by hovering over the thing and hitting T, or if you right click on them, they usually have a little target thing. But if you have them targeted when you do your attack and you spin your dice, the die roll will be green or red, which will show you whether you hit or did not hit.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Does
okay.
I double right click on it and it gives me these like four arrows around it. Is that the same thing?
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool. I just wanted.
it puts the far
Cool.
arrows around it for you. Everybody else sees a colored dot at the top.
Oh, so when I do it, you guys see my Malenko color dot.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
So I always forget to mention that, but since I actually was a player for once, I'm like, hey, I should
Hmm.
remind people of that. In the meantime, let me see if this dude makes a wisdom save. And that would be no. So the boy is slowed.
Affected target speed is halved. It takes -2 penalty to AC and Dex save, and it can't use reactions. On its turn, it can use an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. If the creature attempts to cast a spell, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell does not take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use an action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't do so, the spell is wasted. And then at
That's
the end of
big.
each of its turns, it can end the effect on itself by making a DC 15 save.
Wait, that's tight. Good spell.
Wow,
All right.
just does so much stuff.
It does cool stuff. And are you done, Nora?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Malenko.
Oh, you're on mute, Smiley.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you're
I
back.
know. Sorry, I just have guests over and they're cooking dinner right now, so that was my
Oh.
bad. I was on mute. But yeah, for my turn, it's gonna be pretty simple. I think I'm gonna move forward a little bit, so kind of like 10 or 15 feet forward to give the others a little bit more space to get in here, and like if anything happens, Sizzle has more space to fire spells or something, and line of sight things.
Sure.
But I still want to be within 30 feet of all my compad. Oh, sweet. So I can go at least one more in. Good. So I want to be within 30 feet because a lot of my spells on sight and stuff like that work that way. And then I'm going to cast Mirror Image as I do that because if this thing comes at me, it's gonna fucking hurt probably. So Mirror Image and with the bonus action, hey, no, open up and cast it, damn it. Would I be
Certainly.
able to kind of like taunt him with a bonus action my way? Kind of like, ooh, look what I'm doing. I'm going to jump in the pool without registering or with my shoes on or something silly like that. Yeah, he's going to jump in the pool with the shoes on. There we go.
There you go.
Look at
So,
me, I'm running in the pool.
yeah,
I'm I'm
exactly.
running around the pool. There's no running at the pool.
Uh-huh. So he's just gonna be a shit ass trying to cause havoc, get him to like his attention on him, and cast mirror image with his actual action. If that is cool by you, and that would be his
uh, Sounds cool.
turn. His owl will start flying around and probably how close am I?
Do I have an owl for you? Let me see if I can find you an owl.
If not, I could just like point to where he's gonna be because like yeah, my owl's just gonna
Should be
like
able to get you an owl.
stay within like 10 feet of Malenko, but like get a little closer to this guy, but be in the air. So when the thing gets close to me, he could use the help action or whatever to help me without having to like fly too far away. And touch spells are also fun through familiars, I'm learning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not finding an owl. I'll make sure I'll get you one next time.
yeah, it's all good. And yeah, that's his turn.
They didn't do the extra creatures as part of Monster Vault, like all these
And
frogs and bears and bats, like the animals, don't seem to be in here.
Before he before the end of his turn, he'll look back to Claudius and be like, "Hey, oh, want to give me a little protection just in case, buddy boy?" And he like winks back at his crawfish friend.
Owl and all of the other familiar type items are in the player's guide under NPCs and summons.
Oh, is it under
Oh,
player's
really?
guide? That's weird.
Yeah. Where? Not the card
Yeah,
stats.
here
The
we go. Ow, there he is. How about that? Burp.
oh, sweet.
Can I let's do this. Hold on. Let me go to here and let me undo the owl for a second and go
Okay,
to this owl and say configure ownership, and then we'll say Mr. Smiley
sweet.
and say,
And then I'll just use that owl if it's a bat, owl, spider, or whatever. Know what I
and
mean?
then you got an owl.
Thank you. You guys rock.
And when you click on the owl, he sees really well, so they programmed him with the vision. Nice.
I
Yeah.
noticed that as I tried to move them. That's cool. Ooh,
I think they put them in
that
there
helps.
because they're detailed in the player's guide.
Okay, they must be in both because I'm like looking at him in the monster vault, but I'm not. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, it switches for me. If I change to Malenko, it gets dark again. Woohoo!
Claudius, you are up to bat.
I
Eh,
knew that.
He
All
was
right.
also hinting at maybe some sanctuary, but you do you.
Because having a
Let
20
me.
dexterity and a mirror image up isn't enough for Malenko.
Yeah.
He's squishy.
He will be squishy if he's ever caught.
I was
Hold
almost
on. I
that
want to
squishy.
read Sanctuary before I.
I forget how far it is, but it's not a concentration spell.
I gotta find Sanctuary.
Oh. It's on your character sheet, right?
Yeah, I know. It's on my character sheet.
Oh. It
Silent
is.
Remember, he has a
suggestion.
big list of actions because all of his actions are actual actions, not bonus actions, and he has like 32 or some type of shit actions because of all of his
Under
spells and actual
spell
actions.
casting, it is the next to last one under first circle.
Under. Oh, it's first circle. No wonder I can't find it.
Yeah, they don't call it whatever they call it in 5e now. They call it circles for Tales of the Valiant instead of spell
30
level.
feet. So I got to get within 30 feet of Malenko,
Yes.
which shouldn't be too bad.
And it is only a bonus action, so you could do your thing for your regular action, whatever that might be.
Yeah. Okay. So. Huh. All right. I like where I'm sitting here. As a bonus action, I will Sanctuary Malenko.
Okay.
And hold on.
Oh wait, hold on.
Uh. Well, I just tried to cast it. Do you
I
see it?
got it. Yeah, for why you still don't see it must be some sort of bug with Foundry. That's all I can say. So Malenko has that effect. I don't see mirror image doing the same thing, but that's fine. Maybe they'll fix it when they get to the next version of Foundry. I don't know. I'll have to ask.
Okay. And
Go ahead. You still have an action, and then maybe what, 10 feet left of movement? I think.
I do, but I'm going to throw a lightning bolt at. Oh no, that's not what I want.
Well, careful, because you already did one spell, right? So.
No, it's not a spell. It's out of the staff.
Hmm. I would think that still counts, but one second.
That's probably use an item. So
Yeah, I
It
guess
is.
that's true.
It's a
Yeah, I guess you're
use.
right.
I think lightning strike is the one I want. It's a use an item.
Yeah, you can do it. My bad. Yeah, to use an item.
Yep.
you've been
Okay. And
thunderstruck.
I'll just blow up the. You can see my path on here. So I'll
Sure.
just.
Let's see. Bang. Yep.
All right. So DC
Uh,
17 deck save.
sure. He should have. No, he's not making it either way. And if I take a look at the list of things that he is immune to, lightning doesn't look to be one of them. So 27, sure.
That's a
Er,
pretty crappy 9d6.
That it is.
It's definitely below average there.
What? I don't have. I know I have it. Oh, there it is. Boop, boop. Oh, it's not
What
doing
was
the lightning
that?
thing? It's not doing the lightning thing. Whatever. It's the golem's turn anyway. I will get rid of it. I was trying to do... Oh, it was a zone. Somewhere here there's one that does lightning, but damn if I can find it. Shock probably. Is it shock? Yeah, there you go. Shock. Zappy. Alright. Alright, Golem's turn. So Mr. Golem feels really slow. So what? He moves like half distance? Let me read this dang thing again. The effective speed of his halve. The penalty. It can use either an action or a bonus, but not both. It can't make more than one melee or range attack during its turn. And then it probably gets a save at the end. Yes. Alright. Well, golems are pretty dang slow to begin with. So, the dude is going to move a whopping 10 feet towards you. Um, and then, oh, well, that's not fun at all. Doop, doop, doop. Sure. Um, oh, actually, just for the sake of it. Um, nope, didn't matter. My bad.
And he's going after the clown. That's what the roll was, right?
No, the roll was that he is resistant against spells, and I didn't throw the extra resistance, but it did not matter. He's rolled crappily. Yeah, sad day for him. He just tries to make a roll to get this slow unslowed. So he will try that, because that's all he has to get to do. And boop. And he spun exactly a 15, which I think is what he needed. So I'm going to say the boy is unslowed.
See, that
Wasted
would
a
have
turn. I like it.
that would have failed against me though.
Mm.
Snaps.
Oh yeah, Mr. 16.
And
Oh,
with that, Mr. Sizzle, you're up.
okay.
Oh, don't you have
Yeah.
a reaction to make him fail that roll?
I was trying to lead into that, but if it's already past the time to react. I
Oh,
don't
I'm
wanna-
sorry. Did you want to do
Okay.
something? I'm sorry.
Sorry, yeah, I have like a reaction called unluck on that where I can just like yell at them basically and make them have to re-roll.
It's a
I
first level
can
spell, right?
post it. Yeah.
First or second. I know I just reviewed that as I went through various things. I don't know if I'm going to allow that on my future campaigns, but I allowed it for this one. So he's
I
going
can
to make the
also
save.
switch it out if you.
No, I'm not that picky. I can always make
Okay.
it work.
He just hates how much it's working for you.
Uh,
Well, it kind of reminds me
it,
of Silvery Barbs, which I kind of feel is like,
Yeah.
not my favorite
yeah.
spell.
Well, but like, how else are you gonna make bards useful, right? They say a
You
bunch of
throw
shit and call you
fireballs
names.
now. You're a wizard. You have access to the entire
Yeah.
wizard spell list.
Well,
When I
okay,
was
yeah,
building
yeah.
it, I,
I haven't upgraded to new model yet. So like, I haven't read any of that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm ignorant. So
All right, fair
you know.
enough. All right, so I'll say he is still slowed due to your unlock. Well, you blew away a first level spell. So, Sizzle, you are up, sir.
Well, this may not do the most damage in the world, but it'll be fun. So DC 16, disadvantage on save because he's a construct.
Sure, why not? All right, so he will do his deck save, or a con save, excuse me. He likes con saves.
Oh my god! And then I roll two ones and a 2 on damage.
Boop. And did you say he was disadvantaged? What does he have on that?
It's yeah. The shatter is disadvantaged on anything constructed out of inanimate materials, and it doesn't specifically mention salt, but it specifically mentions stone, crystal, blah blah blah. A creature made of
He's a
inorganic.
construct. That's fine.
Yeah, a creature made of inorganic material.
Yeah. And I accidentally did not roll a disadvantage. Let me roll again. And with the disadvantage, that's fine. So, but sadly,
Yeah,
the amount
but
of
sadly
damage
I rolled
was,
crap.
and that's for what does he do?
It's thunder damage,
Yep, that's not one of them. So, boop.
which is why I was making my joke thunderbolts and lightning.
Gotcha. All right. So if you're good, we will go
Yep.
to.
I'm just going to back up a couple more steps.
Mhm. So Saf is here, even though he's not here. So if you want him to run in to attack this guy, what do you want to use Saf for?
What
Well,
else
I'd
is
imagine
there?
Zarama's going to charge, so he might as well too.
Yeah. I was gonna say the same thing. They're running because he's got like 40 feet of movement or something, right? 40, 45 or some shit. One
He
second.
he
Let me
has
see.
should have.
40,
40. Yeah, that's what I thought.
so we'll
So he
just
can.
put him like. You know what? I'm gonna say he's gonna put him about
Yeah,
here.
keep him away from the healer, but let him like advance a little bit more. Yeah,
Yeah, because the
attaboy
dude
staff.
right now the dude's only moving 10 feet at a clip. So theoretically, if he keeps this slow, then he should not get the Saf this turn. And Zarama, you're up. Zarama, you are close enough that if you want to go and engage the salt dude in combat, you are welcome to.
Yep, I want to try it.
Go for it. That's right. Hit him. I'll put you there temporarily. And go do your thing.
So now Malenko's going to be singing um the Queen song, just because Thunderbolts and Lightning, very frightening. Galileo, Galileo.
All right. Well, I don't think she had it targeted, but that's okay. The 18 and the 23 is going to hit. If you want to spin some damage. Right. And let me check out my boy. Um So I'm going to say that Zarama, you run up to this guy and you start hacking at him. And man, you got some really good hits on these guy. But, magic sword or not, it is not doing anything to this creature.
Ooh.
Because that's just the way Cobalt Press seems to roll.
All right, we got to figure out some other way to hurt it.
Okay.
And
I want to use
yes.
my retreat.
Ooh, you have a retreat? Is that a bonus action? What is that?
The stunt.
It is a stunt. So I gotta go through this and find it. Features. Stunts, yes. So blah 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 blah. You can perform stunts equal to number of times of PB plus 1. Sure. So you want to.
I want
You're
to head
doing which one?
south.
Wait. You're doing which one?
Retreat.
Tactical retreat. When you hit a creature with a weapon as part of your attack action, you can immediately move half your speed as part of the same action without provoking opportunity attacks. Sure, you can move 3 squares. Okay, we'll put you there. And that's one of your stunts. Does it track stunts here? I don't think it does, so sorry. One less stunt for you.
Okay.
Okay. You get
Oh,
4, I think.
listen up, young
Or
lady. You pull that stunt again.
That's right. And oh, cute. Okay. Um sure. So,
Um,
as you're
no, that
doing this, as you get to this next round, you hear some crawling noises or some sort of like bug sound noises coming from the pool. And coming out of like this big drain that's in the pool, actually almost breaking out of some of the things that do have a burrow speed. You see a couple of lovely bugs appear.
okay. That's not good. But I just realized that it did not add in my actual proficiency bonus or anything for the swing and a missile because it's been using intelligence as my spellcasting mod, not my charisma.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to look at
So
that later.
yeah. Yeah, I just fixed it for that
Easily.
one spell. I'm gonna look through the other spells just in case for later. But like, yeah. So now it should be good. But with Zarama's miss, I'm close enough that I would like to use my reaction to swing in a missile at
She,
that
she
guy.
she did not miss. Oh, she did miss on one of them. You're right. So she did
Yeah.
miss on one. Zarama, but I think about it, you get a luck point. Um, Malenko, you could do your missile thing.
Okay, so I did the first one. I realized was it was the one that used my intelligence, so it would be 13 plus another 4, so that'd be 17. Or I just re-rolled and it gave me the 15 plus my 7 and gave me 22. So you could take whatever number you want, 17 or 22.
Is that to
I'll
hit?
just Yeah, that's the hit for the swing and a missile. Yeah.
It does hit.
Okay, so there's the damage. Just 3. So like he just gets a pie to the face.
Okay. And what kind of damage does this do?
I'm pretty sure it's psychic
Okay.
or no, force damage.
It's something it's not
Yeah,
immune to
1d.
because it's not flagged as saying to go jump in the lake. So it's all good. Okay,
Yeah.
he took a few points of damage. So
yeah.
now back to the beginning of the second round. Honora, you are up.
All right. I think Anara wants to get in on the action here a little bit. So she's gonna run a little bit closer and go for this creature as well. She's gonna run here. So she'll be close enough
Okay.
for anything, and then shoot a vicious mockery that way.
Okay.
Pew. Additionally, oh wait, I want to target with the double right click, and then I will do it. Nice. Oh, please pop up here. No?
All right. So dude has to make a
Does that work or
wisdom
no?
save. Oh, I see it. Yes. I
Oh,
gotta
okay,
talk
great.
to. I'm gonna talk to some folks after this thing and find out why it's.
Oh, I
it's
forgot. Yeah.
It's
Vicious
clearly
mockery is always-
something with this version of Foundry. So either they have to update it and debug it, or yeah, we'll see what's going on.
Mm.
All right, I'm gonna try this. If I
Okay.
click on this, clicked on the golem for me. Hey, it does it for me. That's so nice. Boop. Nope, that is a fail.
Nice.
If you would throw me some damage, please.
Roll. Here we go. 7.
You clicked on
And-
staff, so I presume you're not doing it to staff.
Oh no! Shoot. Sorry.
But it's all good.
We'll click on.
Thank you.
Do you want me to?
Doesn't
Or
work. Oh, it didn't select it. That would do it. So that's 7 of what kind of damage?
I think it's psychic.
yeah, psychic damage.
It is actually immune to psychic damage.
Snaps. Well, now I know.
Which now I'm wondering for swinging the missile what that did. But
Okay, it's my bonus action. I'll
Swinging
also.
the missile was force damage.
oh, is it force? Okay.
Hmm.
Because I know on the old when it got imported from the 5e module, it didn't flag what school it was in. Obviously, because there was no schools back then for like there is now in the new versions. So, but yeah, I guess it did
So
have the right
is
things.
he immune to certain schools of magic? Because it's an evocation one. If that
He's
is that
not
what
immune to
truly
schools
matters?
of magic. I was just making sure
Okay.
the spell was flagged correctly with the right kind of damage.
Okay, yeah, it's force damage and evocation. Sorry, my mouth was full. I'm
That's
eating
okay.
chips
No,
on
you
mute.
can eat. Force is fine. Psychic, not so
Oh,
much.
sweet.
Are you done, Nora? What else you got?
I'll throw a bardic the way of safe, and then I'm done.
Safe gets a bardic. Malenko, what do you want to do, sir?
He will walk up close. Probably, yeah. I think I need to be within 15 feet of Hemon's low blow. So I'll get up next close to Zarama and stuff and, just cover her and taunt this guy still.
Sure.
And
Taunting
then
is fine.
the owl will be within 5 feet of Zarama. And if she attacks next, or if the thing gets close enough, he will use its action to help Sarama attack it next, or whatever. But I'm pretty sure her attacks don't hurt it. But that he's going to use the help action for her. So that's what the owl's going to do, and I will do Hemon's low blow. So there's going to be a giant boot that just gets summoned, and it's going to kick the thing right in the crotch.
Okay.
I should have gave myself advantage with the help action with my owl.
Sorry.
What am I thinking? Can I retract that previous statement? No. All good. So yeah, it's swing and a miss. It goes through his legs instead of hits in between his legs. Yeah.
I hate when
And
that
he's like,
happens.
hey, well, you take that, you son of a bitch, yeah. And then he'll turn to Claudius and be like, hey, you got that water thing? Does it spray it with some water, geyser it or something, man? Maybe it'll melt. Watch out for bugs, by the way. And that's going to be his way to bardic inspire our cleric, just in case something happens to him within the next 10 minutes.
Okay. And with that, it sounds like it's Claudius's turn.
It definitely is.
All right, we're gonna try guiding bolt.
Okay.
19 hit.
Who are you targeting? The guy?
The golem.
It does. If you have him targeted, it will tell you that. But you can do that. 19 hits.
Okay, and I'm gonna roll damage. 15 radiant damage.
Yeah, that's good. He takes 15 radiant.
All right. And I suppose I
move.
should move.
don't have
No, I'm not going to move.
Okay.
Yeah, remember there's the bugs that are trying to crawl out of the pool right now. So,
Right.
me and Zarama are trying to
So
like.
the radiant, the guiding bolts. Let me just read this real quick.
Sure.
The next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage. So if somebody else attacks it with an attack, you'll have advantage.
Okay. And with that, it is Mr. Golem's turn. So let's see. Well, he can move one. That's 5. And who's more annoying? I guess well, he's not very smart, so he's just going to attack the first person here, who happens to be this like colorful clown who just kind of like continues to like spin around. So he will take and do one attack on him because he is slow.
He has to make a wisdom save first because of sanctuary.
Oh, that damn sanctuary spell. Well,
I knew it was gonna come in handy.
Didn't
So-
the swing and a missile break sanctuary?
Oh yeah, that's probably true.
Oh, shit.
mm,
You're totally
he
right.
did-
Yeah,
He did the attack. You're right. So
I got excited when I saw that miss. My bad. So yeah, no, he still has to. He doesn't have to do the wisdom save. Thanks,
All
though,
right.
Claudius, for looking out for me.
He does not, right? Because of that, right?
Yeah,
Is
no,
this-
he doesn't. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that means his concentration on Claudius isn't there either. God, I hate that I lost that. All right, so there's no concentration on that save. Never mind. Or that spell. Never mind. So back to this. So he's going to do one attack, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, I'm gonna bring up the mirror images info right now.
I don't think it matters. So your mirror image armor class would be, I think it's 10 plus your dex, so it'd be like 15.
It would be 15 right now. Yep.
Yep, it doesn't matter. He spun so low. He's so slowed. He's like, "Whoa." And like
all the mirror images do that thing that Spider-Man does when Flash tries to punch him in the movie and he looks at the hand like what is this guy trying to do, like what is this guy trying to do, and then like all get it back in the way then out of the way.
let me remind myself that Honora is concentrating on that slow spell. But besides that, he did not make his wisdom save, so Mr. Golem is still slowed. And with that, Sizzle, you're up. There's gonna be more combat in this music. Give me something here.
Look at that! Didn't even need to move.
Wow. That's just, you foresaw exactly where you're supposed to be. That's what some people would say.
The genie guided my movements.
There you go. Sure.
DC 16s.
We'll try that one for something different. DC 16s for the buggy bugs.
I just thought they were lined up perfectly. And I'm like, wait, lightning might be better than a fireball, and they're lined up perfectly. Let's do that.
So, 1 second. Is that part of this guy? Let's take a look. Oh, there's lots of them around. Yes. So, yeah, these are just these giant white beetles. They're kind of far away, so it's tough to get too much detail on them, but you zap them with this, and they have to make some deck saves. So let's make some deck saves. That's a make. And a miss. The one further away missed.
Aw.
27. So if I do this, if I do this, and do selected, I can do that. I can't do one save, one made. That's kind of annoying. Oh, yes, I can. I can do it this way. I can do that, and say that.
Yeah, you should be able to
And
select
then
the monster and apply damage.
Yep, I got it. I've got it working. All right. So you did smack them both, and they took some damage.
Yeah, I'm looking at my abilities here, trying to figure out which one here. Manifest Aura. Just because I don't know what they do. And
Sure.
I'm far enough away. I'm not worried about them yet.
That's fair. What's that?
I
ahead.
could have done my bonus action to, if they get close to me, they take damage, but that's it for me.
Sure.
Would that last just only until your next turn, or would that last until they get to you if they have that much speed?
It's a manifest aura. It's just for the next round.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
wait.
you're gonna wait until they're like
Oh, wait,
all up in your
no.
grill.
Never mind. It's 1 minute. I will go ahead and activate that.
Oh, cool. That's why I thought I'd ask. I was like, that sounds like something that was like a more of a time thing, you know? So like, cool. Minutes.
There you
fucking
go.
Lovely.
So for 1 minute, anything that gets within 5 foot of me takes 2d6 lightning.
Oh, nice. Okay. Sure. And what does Saf want to do?
Probably. Well,
Yeah,
We
probably
will-
attack the bugs.
just
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was just about to say, Claudius, that's a great idea. We'd tell them that the Zarama would have let them know, I guess, that their weapons ain't doing good against this thing, but there's things coming out of the pool or something.
so he would probably either double move, or doesn't he have some kind of a charge?
He might have to.
I think he does. I think he does have a charge or something. But I think that might use his movement speed, not give him more movement speed. Here, I also, yeah, I keep forgetting you also gave me his thing. I could look at his sheet too.
Yeah, you should be able to look at it.
Okay, it looks like quick step is something. I'm gonna read that.
And while you're doing that, I'm trying to do something else. Is it? Oh, let's try this. Execute. Yeah, that's fine. Just putting something around Sizzle to remind me that he has something around him. Is that a
Zappy.
Is that a concentration spell? Or is this a feature?
No,
A feature.
it's just a feature.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I have more than 1 or 2 spells that are concentration.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just not
So
what I do.
yeah, so he moves 40 feet normally. His
Actually,
features.
40 foot's a misnomer on him because he has bonus moves. He has fast movement. Speed increases by 10
Okay.
feet, but then he also
Yes.
has quick, so his base speed should be 50, and it never got applied.
Yeah, so
Oh,
his base
I was
speed
just
increases
reading
by
quick.
10 when
Yeah.
you're not wearing heavy armor. So it might be that's why the 30 is 40, and then he has quick,
I also have quick
which is another
in.
10. Yeah.
Yeah, in quick, there is an option where it is not applied to the character until you check a checkbox.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So shall I check that checkbox? No, it's enabled.
quick looks like it's enabled.
So
Let me
it's the
see
other
here.
one. The fast
Yeah.
move, it's not
Yeah.
enabled.
Here, I
I
can
will
do
do that
this.
for him.
There, now quick is enabled.
There you go. So, having that feat myself, I knew to look for that.
There you go. So he can move 50 feet,
I
which,
thought
Oh
it was
yeah, it
weird.
says
I
so
thought it was
now.
weird that I was just as fast as the barbarian.
which,
Yeah,
which
yeah, that
is
was kind
not
of off.
close enough to get him to these
He's
bugs.
65. He is 65 from
Yeah.
them.
Oh shit. Okay.
But I thought
He
he had.
also.
I can't find it, but I thought he had some ability that let him move as a charge.
No, the other ability is another thing in quick where if he can move 5 feet without causing a reaction like a attack of opportunity. There we go.
He does have a furious charge, but doesn't move you any further. It just gives you an extra ability when you charge 20 feet and then do crap to people. I think what he's going to do is just kind of, I mean, he can't reach these guys, so I think he's just going to stand like on maybe a normal 30 or so. What does that take him? Yeah, he's somewhat away from him. And knowing him, he would have raged by now, so let's like throw a rage on
Oh
him.
yeah. So
Uh,
probably rage and throw a javelin if he's within that range. He has 1 javelin, I know, to keep his rage procced for just this type of situation.
He'll be procced. He'll be fine because he gets those 2 turns to do it. He just started raging now, so he'll
Okay, cool.
keep his javelin in case he needs it later. Who knows?
Smart.
So this dude here, almost silently or pretty much silently moves towards Saf because he's right there. He is 5 extra feet away from him. So I'm just going to say he's going to go here. Well, he can double move, so he'll move right next to Saf, because why not? And,
No one would have pissed him off if the bug moved 5 feet away and just used a dodge action. So when he attacked, his reckless attack would have been nothing.
and not that it probably matters, but Saf is deafened. You can tell that he just doesn't, if you shout at him or whatever, he's just not responding.
Well, we're used to that anyway. When he's berserking, he doesn't usually respond anyway.
There you go. Zarama, you're up.
I'm gonna move next to the bug and attack the bug.
Go for it.
Yeah, we got this big, scary construct that's about to squeeze me to dust. We got it. Don't worry about me.
Well, move away from him. I think he needs to be in the pool.
Luckily for
Salt
you,
doesn't-
Zarama, as you move next to the bug and Malenko starts like bitching at you, as you move next to the bug, you hear silence. You don't hear him anymore.
Oh, okay.
And she's finally in relief. Oh, thank God, that joining voice is gone.
And with that, Zarama, you can do your attacks. If you hover over the bug and hit T, so that you see your little dot above him. Now when you spin, it will automatically go green if you hit. So spin your
Okay.
spins using your attack thingy. That would be a hit. Keep going. You do get another luck because you did miss this turn. And actually, you had before that. I think you had. Did you add the luck from last turn?
Yes. I want to add the luck.
You hit the little plus next to luck. You just took one away. You took two away. What are you doing?
I want to add the luck.
Okay, you took the luck away, so I don't know what you did. So you had two. And then
All right, hold
you're
on.
going to add one more, so now you have three. Did you add one last turn?
Yeah.
You did add the one last turn. Okay. All right, so you're up to 3 luck. You did hit once. Go ahead.
Okay. Damn. All right.
Okay. Sure. And 8. Okay.
I scratched him.
Sure. Sure, I'll put a silence on you as well. Just because it's fun. And that's probably the end of your turn. So with that, hey, there's another bug. There's always another bug. He will double move to be with his buddy. You know what? He gets another 10 feet. He'll keep moving. Next turn. So, Honora.
All right. So I have started blasting. I'm enjoying that. I see all these little dudes running around. I'm gonna go for my Chaos Bolt.
That sounds sexy.
And I will greet this guy.
Oh. Chaos Bolt,
Whoa.
do they have to hear you, or is it only
Sorry.
a target you could see? Because like that, I have that on my gnome. I just haven't used that a whole lot.
Sorry, I mixed up the name. It's not Chaos Bolt. It's Frenzy Bolt.
Oh, well, okay.
It is chaotic. It certainly
If
is
they have
chaotic.
to hear it, I have doubts our spells will work against these things.
No, it's like an attack. You know, I'm shooting it at them. I'm not seeing
Oh,
it.
okay.
Here.
Sorry if I. Okay, I'll stop interrupting.
No, but that is a good call. Like, we don't want to do stuff that relies on hearing, like Vicious Mockery with those silence cones. So, I need to roll. If it does hit, I will roll damage and a damage type as well. Did that not also roll it for me? Okay.
Let me see. I do see the Frenzy Bolt.
But it doesn't show like an actual. It didn't do an attack roll.
It did not. It just shows whatever you want to do here.
Okay.
So you're not getting it on your sheet. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Hold
on.
You have the spell like equipped, I guess.
What?
You know.
Okay, here we
Like,
go.
All right, so
As
here we
it's
go.
prep. Oh, there's that. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
Sorry about that. I don't know why it didn't come through the first time.
I don't know what's going on with Foundry with that. Why some people get it, some people don't.
Okay, so if the bolt hits, the target takes 3d8 damage, and I roll on this damage type table to determine it. Also, we look at the raw number, which is a 13 here. If the result of your attack roll was odd, the bolt leaps to a new target of your choice within range that has not already been targeted by this casting of the spell. So it is a 13 on the die, so it will leap to a new foe, and it kind of repeats. Does the 18 hit though?
It's green. It hits.
Okay, it's just showing up as black on my screen. Sorry,
That's
I'm not
weird.
seeing that.
All right,
But,
I don't know what's going on, but all right, you did hit. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It might
Wow.
only show up as green or red for you, just for a quick note for the DM if it hits or
Oh,
not.
and I could have sworn I saw
Yeah,
it when I was spinning before, but no worries.
Inara
So-
isn't targeted.
It deals
Oh.
12 fire damage. Oh, it's not targeted?
I don't know.
You
Don't worry about it.
didn't-
I
yeah.
got it.
I think it should be targeted on that.
It should be targeted now. So it's whatever's happening's happening. Foundry's acting weird. We understand.
Okay.
Yes. So you do 12 damage to the dudes.
Okay, gonna try to hit the next guy because it bounces because it was an odd attack roll.
Okay.
See if this one was only a 10 to hit.
Yes, it's a miss.
All right, so end of turn.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, before it comes back to my turn, I'm gonna use the reaction to shoot at the thing with a swing and a miss to see if I could hit it, and then I get my reaction because it's my turn next.
You can do
smart.
that, and Honora, since you missed the second beetle thingy, you should get a lock.
Is he within the 30 feet? I thought he was close enough. I might have miscounted. 1 second.
Oh,
Nice.
shoot, yeah.
Is he?
Oh no, the 20. Yeah, 20 because it's within 30 feet. So good. I just wanted to double check. So I didn't target him. So I'm 17. Would that hit the bug?
17 on the bug. 17 on the bug will hit.
Okay, cool. I just forgot to target him before I did my roll.
That's
so
okay.
My bad.
Is it the one closer to you or the one further away to you?
I think it's the one further away because whatever one Inara was shooting at.
I split them in 2 goals, so you get half and then we get half out there, so I don't just
Okay.
zero.
Yeah, there-
Thanks. Thank you for hearing me.
So he'll take 8.
And then it's my turn, and I still got this big guy targeted. So I think I will try to hit him with another spell. I was gonna do weight spike, but I'm worried that bludgeoning damage won't, affect him. Because if the regular like slashing or anything doesn't work, it's like So I will do the Hemslow blow again.
Go for it. Do some stuff.
Mm. No, I got a 15.
That will hit.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it only shows up as black for us when we do.
Oh, I guess it shows up to me that I don't know. Never mind. You know what? Maybe it was an add-on that Nikita was using. But go on.
So another 4 force damage, and he is knocked prone. I'm sorry, Sizzle. This may hurt your spell casting or something like that, but yeah, he is knocked prone.
I'll just use something that uses a
Unless
saving
it stands
throw.
up, and then yep. Okay. Okay. There's nothing about size, so he will be prone. And
I know it's a pretty good spell because it literally says nothing about size. So that dragon in the air, I could kick him in the nuts and he can be knocked prone.
I don't like that at all.
And then take
I know you
20 or
wouldn't. I
30,
shouldn't have said it. Fuck.
and then take 20 or 30 d6 damage from falling.
Yeah, right. We shouldn't have led on to that so far. I mean, you did not hear this, Bryce.
I did not
message
hear
from
this,
your memory.
but I will say, Malenko, could you and your owl please make a dexterity save?
Oh shit! Me and the owl. Okay.
You and the owl, please make a dex save.
Is
Yeah,
it
I
the
will have to
golem's turn?
Nope.
Oh.
If I just click the dex on the owl, will that do that, or is that a check?
Okay.
Did that do a save or a dex check?
That was a dex check.
Okay, so maybe I
I'll
right
double
click it
check
for.
some- I'll make sure this was right. Golem. Oh, it's doing pain in the butt. Oh, there's a lot of golems in here. Which book did you come from, Mr. Golem? Oh, wrong book. All right, hold on a second.
D&D Kitty Adventure. The
D&D
playtime.
Kidding Adventure. Yeah, there you go.
No, the bacon edition.
What'd you guys spin?
I can't figure out how to. This only makes me do checks when I click on the dex roll here.
If you have to finagle something, that's fine. I get it. Just spin manually or something.
Okay, he gets a +1 then.
Do this. Fine. Are you serious? That is ridiculous. Thank you.
23 and a 20 for both of us.
So, okay, yeah, they put it wrong into the thing. Okay, that makes sense. So what'd you spend? 23 and a 20?
23 yeah.
And a 20. Okay, you both make it. So as you do your attack, these like bits of salt just like spray around you. But, you're fine. It might be a pain in the butt if one of them went into your eye, but it's all good.
Oh, okay. So I will let my compatriots know. Oh, if you get close, it throws pocket sand at you.
Ugh.
Or
Horrid.
salt.
Claudius. I'll
All right,
say
hold on a
that
second.
just to let's see, what are you at? Sure. Now that you're like closer to these bugs, they seem kind of undeady.
Undeady, huh?
Yeah, they look undead. They're kind of white. They kind of, have their thing where they're kind of like zombie-like appearance, but, they move pretty quick for bugs.
They're kind of smelly.
Yeah.
Well, on the one hand, I could just turn them, and that would solve that problem. On the other hand, I'm doing most of the damage to the golem.
Life is full of choices.
Hey,
all right.
I'm doing something.
I've done 42 points of damage to that golem.
Compared to my 8.
All
Whatever
right.
you want to do. I'm just, yeah.
Hold on a second.
My damage is bigger than your damage.
Yep.
But right now, remember, I have him prone on the ground, so ranged attacks are at disadvantage for you. And I'm very good meat shield and distraction, so I could probably at least distract him for a turn or two without dying completely.
All right. I'm gonna hit the turn the undead.
All right. So I think it's a wisdom 15.
I don't think so. I think it's higher than 15.
Gotten cooler.
Maybe it is 15.
Did you get any points for a level up or something to put in it?
No.
Nah, wow.
Ooh, does the crystal that he has somehow give him a +1 to saving throws and attacks for spellcasting?
I'll say that one of them failed the thing. I don't have a turn on this, so I'm just going to say he is frightened. So you know that he is, feeling being turned. And that would be your action. So anything else you got?
No, I'm gonna stick. You know what? As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself.
Yes! Oh, Sanctuary is such a good spell. I swear we should be able to make scrolls while we're traveling around the desert in there. Because if I could, I would have 100 Sanctuary scrolls by now.
It
Sure.
doesn't show.
You've been sanctuaried.
Okay.
It should be under effects. You'll see passive effects sanctuary. And with that, it's the golem's turn. So the golem is going to stand up. He is going to stand up because that's what he does. And he really can't move
He
anyway because
sees
he's slowed. So he's just going to
three
stay
clouds
there.
pointing
take
and
a-
laughing at him.
Yeah, he's just going to take a swap at Malenko because he's being Malenko. Let's spin for your guys there, Malenko.
Yeah, that does it.
Okay, so you are down one floaty guy.
Okay, so now I have to roll an 8 or higher.
Is that what the 18 was
So-
for?
Yeah, because I have to roll a 6 or higher when I have 3, an 8 or higher when I have 2, and an 11 or higher when I have 1 out.
Oh, I'm
And
with
then
you.
if I do, then I can choose it to get it to hit that guy instead.
You got it. All right, so he's good. So he squishes one of your clones.
All right,
And
so they go into mind
he has
mode.
he has to make his save. So let's see if he makes his save. This wisdom save.
So the 3
And-
clowns are pointing and laughing at him, or I guess technically the 4. And then he gets up and swings and just splats another one. And the other 3 are like, oh no, and shocked face, put their hand over their mouth. They're hamming it up.
He did not make his save. So Sizzle, you can do your thing.
Well, let's see here. He's slowed. Did that affected dex saves, right?
Yes.
So I'm trying to decide 8d6 from a fireball or 8d6 from an upcast scorching ray, but it requires to hit rolls.
Life is full of choices. That's
Yeah. Well, let's just do it this way. Because I like it like this.
I like it like that. Hey, baby. What are you doing? Scorching ray.
Upcast to third circle, so 4 beams, 4 attack rolls.
On Mr. Dude here. So I'll call him.
Mr. Duty Dude, and the first one's a natural 20. Look at that.
Yep, that'd be a crit.
I'm doing all the to hit rolls first.
That's fine. That be a miss. That be a hit. And that be a hit.
So 3 hits for the first one, crit. Here's the crit.
Okay.
Hell yeah, Sizzle.
And this does what type of damage?
This is fire.
Fire.
Oh, you're crystallizing him. Oh no, this is gonna. I hope it
molten
does not,
salt.
I thought about that. I hope it doesn't molten spray me. Another deck save, maybe.
Well, there's 3 damage rolls.
And as you hit him with the fire, and the fire clears, the salt golem seems fine with that. And he does not seem
yeah.
damaged by it.
No, he's immune.
Okay, that's
He's
even worse.
immune. Well, so much for my
That-
bonus action.
Yeah, that's shitty. So we're gonna have to water damage him then. So Claudius, maybe we might have to use that geyser on this thing. If you want, I can message Thardor and see how much pressure a geyser does with that, because we have it all mathematically charted out for when we make jet skis for our other D&D game. We actually know how fast these things would go if we have two of them on the back of a jet ski and we have
Alright.
them going on the
I'm
geyser. They just go.
I'm gonna swing on Saf here for a second. Let's see if I can do that. And I'm gonna do attack, attack, attack,
It does 1d4 bludgeoning damage.
and that would be 3 hits. So I'm gonna do damage and damage, and I'll pick one damage. So he starts hacking at this dude, and it takes 14 and 14 and 17 damage. And he looks kind of hurt. And this beetle is really mad at Saf for doing that, so it's gonna attack him back. Let's do this. I go boop. And what does he do? He does. It can. All right, it's going to try and do a bite attack. That will hit Saf. It will hit Saf for a bunch of stuff. It's going to
Well, that
do
doesn't sound too good.
18 slashing and 5 necrotic for 23, but he is raging, which would, does that affect everything? Let me double check his rage.
No. Well, depends on what type of barbarian he is.
Yeah. That's what I don't know.
Then the necrotic should get through.
That's what
I'm pretty sure it should too, but I'm gonna read his type of rage too.
So I'm gonna say that's 9 plus 5 is 14. Well, I'll do that, and I owe him 3. So I do this and minus 3. There you go. And then I need him as well to make a strength saving throw, so he should be able to make that.
Okay, I got that.
Go ahead, do it, please. Oh, yeah.
I should have let you do that.
I guess you should.
Sorry, Sap.
Saf is not.
Wait.
Go ahead.
But didn't someone give him Bardic? And he has 2 pieces of luck here. Would that do anything?
How much do you want to throw towards that? 8's pretty low,
yeah.
so you know.
Inara said her Bardic is 1d8 still, right? And you gave it to Saf earlier?
Yeah, let me just double check the die, but I believe so.
If he wants to spin a d8, he can.
It goes to a d8 at 5th level. Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, 16.
Nice save,
Plus luck
clown.
if you need it.
Nice save,
Yes!
clown.
Well, thank you, Inara.
Thanks for remembering.
I'm going to do another spin because she gets second attack. That will be a miss. That would have been fun because then he could have done its special attack, which is, what's it called? I won't tell you exactly what it does, but it's called Gut Rip.
You disembowel him?
Sarama,
That's brutal.
Sarama, you're up. So you see the one to your east is like been turned and is like and it is not really happy, and you figure he's gonna bolt, and the other one, Saf, is like beating up, and you just barely see this beetle almost rip Saf's guts out. Well, it would have had a hit, but it sounds good. So you're gonna attack the one that Saf was attacking, or the other one?
Yes.
Give me your If you target him by going T over him so he's targeted, has little arrows pointing at him, then you can do your spins.
Like that?
I can't see, only you can see. If it shows little arrows going in that's fine. They're in the corners. Just spin. Go ahead.
I see red dots, so I think that's it.
Just go for it. I'll make it work either way. That's a hit. That is not. Give yourself a luck point. So don't forget, you now have what? You're going to get 5 luck points. So you should probably use some right now, so you don't lose them all if you get another luck point. So if you spin, I think
true.
3 of those luck points, you can respin that roll.
And then, that is true.
All right, I'll respin it.
All right. No, that's the wrong button.
Oh, yeah.
Which one do I spin?
Just reattack or something. It's fine.
Oh,
I'll take care of the luck in a second, but just
thank
reattack. Okay, now you hit.
Yeah. There you go.
19.
You guys get. Oof.
Don't you crit on a 19 now?
Yes, she does.
Oh, that's excellent then.
The
Just-
8
just-
will
just
be
pointing
a
that
miss,
out.
so I will give you the crit. Very good. So, you get 1 critical hit and 1 normal hit. That looks like you're 15. Make this one a critical, please. And 25. And it is almost undead. You want to use your reaction? Go for it, Malenko.
Sweet.
That is not a hit. Sorry.
Sweet. That means. Oh no, I just have to add a luck onto my sheet because I missed an attack roll.
Yeah.
So that means I get 2 luck points because of my skills. Or feats.
The other scarab is just gonna go down the drain. I want to say he goes into the middle of the pool, and he's like, "I do not want to be here," and he's not. Top of the order, Anara.
Alrighty. We're chipping away here. Oh yeah, so Anara is going to I think just keep trying to help out her friends. You see as she will split her personality or really call upon her time future self to help here. Yep, natural adaptation. She will do. Or I guess, sorry, natural adaptation is the old ability name from the base here. So the Ionic one is timely aid. While your future self is present, you can take 1 additional reaction each round. Once you've taken the total number of extra reactions equal to half your proficiency bonus, your future self disappears. So that's her action.
Okay.
So that count like every other turn. So if you use a bonus reaction and you had say like 3 or 4 and you have 2 left over, it, like transfers until you use them all, or it's like until you use like.
It's just 1 extra basically. Because my proficiency bonus is only that plus 3. So half of that rounded down is just 1. So it's just like 1 extra reaction. But most of my spells and stuff are reactions, so I think it actually sometimes is worthwhile.
As long as they're not level spelled together. So yeah.
Right. And then as my actually, yeah, I'm not gonna spend another bardic right now as my bonus action. I'm just going to reposition a little bit. Whoops. Oh, I was measuring, that's why. Great, that is the end of my turn.
All right, Malenko, you're up.
Okie dokie. Um, how hurted is it looking?
If I
It's
mouse over
injured.
it, it says it looks yellow injured. Take that as what it.
Oh, it totally is. Oh, okay.
It's yellow injured with green outline, whatever that means. Roughly half.
Would have been a lot more hurt if it weren't immune to fire.
I
Hell
tell
yeah,
you,
it was.
man,
I know.
Kobold
I
presses
would have
is mean
used
that way.
a whole other spell and stuff by now too. I would use that Ashen Lashes, but you figured out it was immune. I was like, nope, there's no point in using those now. But yeah, I guess the
If only I were, one level higher at that, and I could have changed that to lightning instead of fire.
that would have been sick. I the best I got is my force damage. So because I think the bludgeoning damage it's immune to as well. So I will use my familiar the help action to give me advantage on attack. Is that cool?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch all that. What are you using to do advantage? Oh, this one.
The familiar.
Oh, the familiar. So familiar's gonna do the help thing. Sure.
Yeah, and it's
You're
got
being
flyby
helped.
and stuff. So yeah.
That would be a crit.
Okay, there's the damage. Ha! 19 force damage and another kick to the bazals.
And can you and your owl please make a dex save, please?
Uh,
15 from Hatchet and
And I may use a luck point on the dexterity save if it's a low roll. I'm doing the owl right now.
oh, it's the damage. You did a 15, and then he. So a 15 and an 11.
Yeah.
They both fail.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I was gonna add one luck to my dexterity saving throw for hatchet if it was low.
You can if you want to. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. You don't know the DC.
Yeah. So I will just add one for now.
You still fail.
Ah shit. Okay.
All right. So the two of you are blinded.
Shit. Ah! My eyes! It's in my eyes! It stings! It stings like fucking salt!
Claudius.
All right. Well, unfortunately, now it's prone.
I'm being
Oh yeah, I have
helpful.
to put the prone back on. You're right. Sorry about that.
This is the wrong spell.
Am I blind until the end of its next turn, my next turn, or do I have to wipe it off my face?
Let's see. That's a good question. You are blinded until the end of your next turn.
Cool, thank you.
Sure.
Does 18 hit?
Yes, it does. What are you hitting with? Guiding bolt. There it is. Yep. All right, 18 does hit.
13 points of damage.
13. You got it.
Oh, I think I got it already because I'm targeting him.
Yep, I've got
Right.
it. I've added to him. He is
Okay.
more RNG badly injured. You be good?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Mr. Salt Golem is going to get up, and he gets one attack on Malenko with advantage because Malenko can't see nothing. Whether he hits the right Malenko is another story, but
Yeah, right now
Malenko,
he just sees three separate clowns rubbing his eyes, dancing around like just kind of like
spin
doing a little freak out.
spin for your guys.
Nice, it beats my AC. All right. Oh yeah, that's another one down.
So as you're rubbing your eyes, he goes and squishes another one of your dudes.
The other two remaining just kind of pop up and go and like run around and then like look like they run and bump into each other, like headbutt each other and go and rub their heads and like and just like freak out and run around in like a circle.
Son of a
So
bugger.
you're trying to say they do a full Keystone Cops routine?
Get out of my brain.
There we go. All right. So, Mr. Golem is no longer feeling so slow. And with that, Sizzle, you're up.
Well, not doing fire takes away a lot of my oomph.
Can we please just do the geyser thing on him once and see if water actually like melts this guy like acid or something? Like
It does. It does
I,
1d3 bludgeoning.
it's water on it is what I'm thinking. Like the geyser effect, yeah, but like if we spray it with water, does the water just like dissolve the salt like as a side effect from being water? Is what I'm trying to think like chemically, chemically wise.
Yep. So yeah, there you go. 16. So 16 con.
He failed that save.
I'm just gonna. Well, until I run out of spell slots, I'm just gonna spam Shatter.
He's looking pretty hurt. I think we're gonna finish this off pretty quick. It is Saf's turn. Saf is going to swing his swing, and he crits. And I'm not going to bother. Mr. Dude is definitely dead, and with that, Saf and Zarama can hear all of Malenko's goodness all over again.
Good in quotes.
Yes. Saf can move. Saf. Yeah. I think Saf is just gonna like move somewhat closer to this dude. Maybe be an extra target for the golem. Zarama, you are up.
Okay, I'm getting there.
No worries.
Okay.
Hey, Zarama, don't forget you have magic missiles.
That's what I'm going to use.
Nice, they do force damage. Woo!
Do your magic missiles.
Do I have to target him?
I don't care. No, it hits automatically, so all that matters is damage.
Okay.
You gonna shoot? You're shooting 4 at him? A
Yeah.
regular 4? Okay. Sounds good.
Zot.
Well, that's 1. Give me. It's 4 of them, right? So 3 more, please.
Bazinga.
That was enough. So Zarama takes out her wand and that might have been an extra one in there. But the golem falls apart. And this
Ding
is
dong, the witch is dead.
there you go. There you go. I liked him. It's too bad he couldn't do anything. Oh well. All good.
Well, he still took a lot more spell slots than expected.
Yeah, that's fair.
We are
That's fair.
good at that. If we can't do a lot of damage, we are good at negating a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. If he hits you, he might dehydrate you and give you a level of an exhaustion.
I'm so glad Malenko is the only one he was dealing with then. Just like him and his fucking clown image mirror. Like, those are my favorite things. I'm going to use it on, like, a bunch of my spellcasters from now on. Because, like, I'm so annoying with them.
Well, and Sizzle's job is to stay as far away from the bad guys as possible.
There you
Mhm.
go. So with that,
I-
I think we're good. We'll finish this
Yeah.
room next time.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's like right on time.
We still have another scarab to finish next time.
Yeah, well, he's turned for a while, so who knows what happens to
We
him.
we might be able to like close that grate or cover up that drain or something so we can't make its way back out.
I'm keep in mind this is just one room and there's other pools. I would not be surprised if they were all interconnected.
I forgot about that. Good point. All right.
So the Dungeons and Dragons mechanic is if you're immune to fire, you're vulnerable to cold.
Oh, so I was close. Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah,
But
I
water.
that's Dungeons and Dragons, and I don't know what Tales of the Valiant does.
Yeah, there is no water damage.
Yeah, but I mean, in general, I mean, yeah, you can't. They don't follow those things, for what it's worth.
Oh, so maybe like grasping hands or something that did like the frost or cold damage might have been good or some shit. Freeze his like crystalline molecules so he has a hard time moving.
Yeah, I just got to say that if you've never seen molten salt, if you've ever seen molten salt, might argue that vulnerability to fire is incorrect. But then
Yeah,
I
again,
worked
I
in
then
that
think-
kitchen.
then
Yeah.
again, if he turned into molten salt, we'd be rolling new characters.
And yeah, I think we're good. So I'll say I'll
Peace.
see you all next time, and peace out.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
was
Peace out.
great fun. I
Great
hope you all have
discussion.
a good week.
Thanks, everybody.
Right.
Bye.
Bye bye.